Grip strength and shoulder strength matter more than you think, especially for women. I don't know about you, but I'm approaching 50 and I'm hearing so much more about perimenopausal types of issues. And I've always known about frozen shoulder, but I'm hearing about it so much more because of my age group. Shoulders after the age of 40 have a lot of wear and tear. So I am doing this series to help my parents and maybe your parents and yourself stay more. They move your shoulder blade, right? So your positioning is going to be really key. Not only will it help you with your shoulder, but because you're gripping it, you're getting grip strength. So grip strength isn't just about, oh, let me work each individual finger. It is about the whole like upper extremity, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and hand complex that's going to help you stay more independent for longer. When my mom had a frozen shoulder, and she got this because of a little injury, and then she left it alone and didn't tell me for months, and then it froze. There's a lot of ways in which we injure our shoulders. The majority of us will have shoulder problems at some point in our lives due to us being a woman, I'm hypermobile. That means I have too much motion, and I developed shoulder problems after both my pregnancies. And then my mom had problems because she's always doing stuff. We're constantly using our shoulders, and if you don't keep your shoulders strong, you can't keep your hands strong. So let me show you pullbacks. Separate your feet, put a little bend in it, right? Use your belly, you gotta use your core muscles, and you're gonna hold on, and you're gonna pull back, right? You're gonna pull directly back. You're not gonna pull back and push down, pull back and pull up. No, just pull it back. Let me show you with these bands. With these bands, I just put the pan in my hand, I wrap it around, right? I wrap it around and you hold, and you can do the same thing, right? I just got these fancy bands because I was tired of having them wear down since we use it all the time. And these, they have different pounds to it. I'm gonna see if I have an Amazon storefront. I'm gonna see if I put it on there. I'm not making any money on all these things, so I just wanna show you what I've gotten. So that's one, right? Another one, so pullbacks, I'm gonna show you shoulder extension. So shoulder extension is when you have the band at length. Here, let me show you with this one. Oh, so many bands. Let me show you with this one. So I have it like at waist level. I'm gonna wrap my hand around it, thumbs are forward, and I'm gonna keep my elbows straight, and I'm gonna pull back. Now, one of the common problems that people have with this is that they actually pull back and then straighten their arms. That's not shoulder extension. You wanna keep you might have to scoot forward for this one so you have less resistance, but you wanna keep your wrist straight, right? You don't wanna move your wrist. You wanna keep your wrist straight. It's actually exercising your wrist. Keep your elbow straight, and when you pull back, it's all shoulder. So you're gonna squeeze that shoulder blade back. So that's exercise number 2, shoulder extension. And then my other 2 are called internal rotation and external rotation. So I'll show you on my right hand. So you're gonna put your hand here, you're gonna wrap it around. I tend to put it in between my index finger if I'm holding it with my thumbs up. I prefer to do it with my palms down for a lot of different reasons. If you're new to exercises or you're not really sure how to do it, use a towel. When I was teaching my mom how to do this exercise, I made her roll up a hand towel, put it under her shoulder, it's right where the elbow is, and it just helps to remind them that, hey, like, you don't need to move your whole arm to rotate your shoulder. So palms down, wrist stays straight, and then you're gonna just come into the middle of your belly. Do not try to cross your arm across the side. That's a whole different thing. And you're not then exercising just the rotation. So palms are down, wrist is straight, come into the middle of your belly. You gotta keep that 90-degree angle. Internal rotation, right? So a lot of times people do this exercise and they do it wrong. So when they do it wrong, then they don't get the benefit that they're looking for. So I had to watch my mom a lot. So if you have shoulder problems, it's definitely worth going somewhere professionally just to make sure that they're doing stuff that's within what you need, right? So that's internal rotation. External rotation is the same position, only we're gonna be turned this way. So the arm that's exercising now is furthest away from the anchor point, right? Towel here, elbows at 90, arms by the side, palms are down, and we're just gonna bring it out. Let me show you this way so you can see it. So starting middle of my body, and when I pull it out, key thing here is you want to make sure that you're keeping that 90-degree angle, and you want to make sure that your wrist is not all over the place, right? If you start going out like this because your elbow starts to straighten, or you pull it in like this because your elbow is bending, or if you're moving your wrist a lot, usually those are all signs to me as a therapist that your shoulder is weak and you don't have enough strength. So if you have problems in your shoulder and you have problems in your hand, please seek out an occupational therapist, a certified hand therapist, a physical therapist, anyone who has a tendency to specialize in hand and upper extremity types of issues. It's the thing that's going to help you keep your shoulder and hands healthy and strong and stay out of the nursing home. Those are probably my top 4 exercises. There's a gazillion different ones depending on what's going on, your level, your problem. But if I'm just teaching my mom how to stay independent, these are the 4 exercises I'm going to be doing. I do this with my dad too, but his arms are pretty good. But yeah, since my mom has a history of shoulder issues, then I want to make sure, actually my dad had some problems too, but we fixed that. But my mom has some issues, and so I want to make sure that she's doing these exercises. So every once in a while I'll check on her shoulders, because we do have a lot of wear and tear in our shoulders after the age of 40. These are exercises that I do. Anytime my shoulder starts like being a little funky, I do these exercises. I make sure that things are moving the way they're supposed to be moving so that I can avoid injections and surgery, and really thinking about my longevity and making sure that I can live independently for as long as possible. So if you're a woman, try these exercises out. If you have a parent who's aging, like I have a parent who's aging, and you want to have them stay more independent and more mobile so they don't go into a skilled nursing home, try these out and let me know. If you need my help, my name is Huang, Hands-On Therapy Services, and I'll include the links below. But try it out, share it with a friend, share it with a parent. I know my parents are sharing it with their friends, so you can share it with your friends. I'll see you next time.